Hello, Rafael Mota here, and Marlene Hernandez from Panama. This is my video interview for Individual and Society class with Professor Enrique. So, Marlene, what country are you from? Panama?
Yeah,
Where is Panama located?
Okay, Panama is a small country located in Central America. We border with Costa Rica and with Colombia.
Okay. What's the population in Panama?
Panama has a small population of 2.4 million,
3.4
according to the census of 2008.
2008.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the official language in Panama?
The official language is Spanish.
Spanish. Is there any other language
Yeah.
aside from Spanish?
Native Americans at their comarcas, they speak their native language. The most spoken language by Indians is Kuna,
It's cool.
a dialect. Yeah.
What's the population of them percentage-wise?
It's not more
very
than
small
half a
group?
million. Yeah.
Yeah.
It may be 0.4.
And what's the most popular ethnicity of the population?
Hispanic. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me more about the people from your country.
Okay. Panamanians have a really enthusiastic personality. We are people who tend to be always happy, and there's always an excuse for a Panamanian to celebrate. There's always excuse
Holidays.
for a party. For example, when you're in school, at the end of every semester we have a party because the semester is over, and we have
semesters.
actually it's trimesters. Like every
Trimester.
after every 3 month ends, we have a party.
Okay.
So like there's always an excuse. That's how we are.
Okay. How do you think most people perceive the people from Panama? What do you think they think of Panamanians
Well,
and other parts?
well, there's not a lot of Panamanians out of Panama, but there's a lot of Venezuelans and Colombians in Panama because they go to Panama to look for work. And what these people that is emigrating to Panama think about Panamanians is that they don't appreciate what they have, because most of Latin American countries don't offer their citizens as much as work and as much as opportunities as Panama does. And we have all those opportunities in our country. We don't need to go out to look for it, and we don't appreciate it. So that's what most of people from other countries that go to Panama say about Panamanians.
So it's sort of like the United States with the land of opportunity?
No, it's different. It's different. I don't know how to explain it. It's not the same.
Okay. Do you think that the perception is fair and justified?
Yeah, it's I agree with them. We have everything and we don't use it.
Okay, what do you want people to know from Panama that they don't know already? That they don't know?
Well, Panama is a really industrialized city. Like at least the capital of Panama, Panama City, has really high skyscrapers. We have a metro. We have a lot of a big city, a beautiful city. And sometimes people think like we're
Panama City.
Yeah, Panama City, it's really industrialized, and people think that because we're a Latin country and a small one, the only thing that we have is the Panama Canal, but we are much more than a canal. We have a lot.
And what is a typical Panamanian dish from your country?
Oh, well, I may say sancocho, but it's a different type of sancocho.
Yeah, because there's a lot of sancochos.
Yeah, our sancocho is sopa de gallina.
Okay.
Okay, that it's chicken. And our sancocho is a really clear soup with chicken and ñame, otoe, and yeah, that's all. But it's great. And we have it with white rice, but in the side. The soup is really clear. That's one of the main dishes. Another is arroz con pollo, that we mix the rice with the chicken.
Okay. And let's see. Tell me about what activities are there to do in Panama? Any attractions? Any like sightseeing? If somebody were to go to Panama
Well,
to have fun, to
Okay.
see something that they wouldn't see in their country.
well, the most attractive of Panama I may say, are the beaches, because we have the Pacific and we have the Atlantic.
Both
So
sides.
yeah, we have both sides. So if you are in Panama City, like an hour ago from the city, you could go to the Pacific area, like the Pacific coast, and then if you're in the city and you go to the other direction, in an hour and a half, you will have the Atlantic, and they're really different, and it's a lot of variety.
So you're saying the city is located in the center of Panama?
Yeah,
So then if you go west, an hour and a half, you'll find the Pacific.
the Atlantic.
But
Yeah.
if you go to one side,
You find
so you
that-
can cross the country in 3 hours.
No, in less.
Less than
Remember,
3 hours?
Panama is so short that we have a canal.
Ah,
Okay, so actually the city it's in the Pacific coast, but
okay.
there the beaches, like in the city the beaches are contaminated
Mhm.
because we don't have a good system of water, so you cannot like go to those beaches. But we are in the Pacific, so in an hour and a half you're in the other side of the
Oh,
coast.
okay.
Yeah,
So
so
even less.
in an hour and a half you cross
Across the country.
like this. Obviously in the thinner part,
Okay, okay.
no side to side.
All right. So tell me about a happy time in your life.
Well, I think
In
that
Panama, of course.
in Panama.
Yeah.
Well, I was not going to say a happy time in Panama, but it's related to Panama.
Okay.
It's when I went to represent my country for the first time internationally. It was a Central American junior game, and
in the sport,
yeah, in Taekwondo.
Taekwondo. You do
Yeah.
Taekwondo.
And it was in Honduras, and I was 13 years old. I was fighting toward in the junior category that was from 13 to 17, and I got first place. And if you gain first place, your country, you're representing your country, and they put the anthem of your
The national anthem. of
the
your
national
country.
anthem of your country. And that year we make a record in Central American level. So
Mhm.
like we make the most amount of gold medals like from Panama in sport combats. So
Okay.
it was a really special moment because I feel happy doing what I love, that is Taekwondo, and representing my flag.
Ah.
That makes me love more my country.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Now tell me about a sad time in your life.
Well, I tend not to remember much the sad times in my
It doesn't have
life.
to be extremely sad.
Well, I may say when I don't know, I don't know. Let me go.
Oh, we go back to that.
We go back to that.
Okay. So, and what about the currency in Panama?
We use the dollar.
You use
The
the
same-
US dollar?
The US dollar.
Same
yeah.
US dollar?
Same
For
US
everything?
dollar for everything.
But you don't have your own currency?
We have quarters like that are equal to the quarter here, are the same size. Actually, I can use Panamanian quarters in your machines and
Yeah?
they will accept it
Mm.
because they're the same. But no, it's the dollar.
It's a dollar. Okay. Now, I'm supposed to ask you how I know you. We know each other from Taekwondo. We met in Taekwondo. You fight for Panama and I fight for Puerto Rico. And you moved here from Panama recently. You're here because you're at FIU, right?
Right?
You're studying, what are you studying?
Psychology.
Psychology. Now, did you go to school, did you go to any universities in Panama? Or you started college here?
I took some credits in FSU Panama because FSU has a campus in
campus.
Panama
Mhm.
Republic. So I
And-
take 12 credits there.
And you transferred here?
No, I applied here as a freshman. I only took 12 credits.
You really love your country.
Yes, I would love my kids to be raised in my
Yeah,
country.
it's very important. You want to have your kids in Panama.
Yeah,
Raise them in Panama.
yeah.
Okay. And what about Taekwondo?
Well, now my priority is my studies, but
Mhm.
I also like to do Taekwondo. Before, when I wasn't studying, I trained twice a day, but now I only train once a day. I was in the national team of my country, and I want to get back into the national team. So I'm preparing to the national qualifiers in December, and if I
Okay.
qualify as I expected, I will be representing Panama in March in the Pan American qualifier.
The Pan American Games qualifying.
Mhm.
Awesome. And eventually, your dream is
Going to the
going
Olympics.
to the Olympics, Rio.
Yeah.
Awesome. So why do you want to raise your kids in Panama?
Well, I want to raise my kids in Panama because, well, I don't want to be rude, but I think like Hispanics raised in their countries are not the same like Hispanics raised here. Because Hispanics raised here are more Americanized. So I would like my kids to feel identified with where are they
Their
from.
roots.
Yeah, and I like the environment of Panama society. I would like them to be raised over there.
All right. So do you have any message for anybody that wants to visit Panama or get to know Panama?
Well, I think Panama it's awesome.
Yeah.
and anyone that go over there will love it. The only thing is not perfect is the climate, and it's the same like here. It's hot,
Very hot.
very hot, like just like here, and
It's
humid.
near the equator.
What?
It's near the
Yeah,
equator.
it's near the equator. But it's an incredible country. There's a lot to learn and to know about. We have a lot of history. It's a small country, so it's the only country that has 2 oceans, and that's something that makes us unique. Panamanians say that Panama es el centro del universo, corazón del mundo, corazón del universo, because we're like in the middle of the entire American continent. So that's what we say, and I think it's a great place to visit.
Awesome.
And it's not because I'm Panamanian.
Nah, not because of that.
Nah, it's not because of that. We are cool.
Well, thank you very much for doing this interview with me, and hopefully getting me a good grade. Thank you.